Greetings everyone, thanks for stopping by Moodog's Frugal RCs and more. In the research kitchen today, doing a rig rundown on something brand new that just came in from Sgile. I've been dealing with Sgile now for a little while. They've been sending me stuff to review. This is the second one in a series of a couple vehicles that I'll be reviewing for that company. As always, there'll be a link in the description for this one if you want to check it out yourself. Today what we're looking at, guys, is a 1/18 scale rock climber. Now this has a metal body. Now this is geared towards children more so, 6 and up. All right, guys, taking a quick look at the box here, we can see that we have a picture of the vehicle on the front here. This is claimed to be a metal body or an alloy body on here. Now, it didn't say anything in the posting on Amazon that it was a metal body, but apparently it is. So that's kind of cool. I was kind of not expecting that. We can see on the top here that they did include kind of a carry handle, kind of a nice presentation box here for a gift. So I think this will make a really cool gift for a kid or even for a big kid. Four-wheel drive, 2.4 gigahertz control system on here. It says well done in climbing, so I guess this is pretty adept at climbing. We have 4 independent shocks going all the way around, 2 motors, one for the front, one for the rear, and then rubber tires on this one, guys. Not too much else to show you on this box right here and now, so let's go ahead and get this thing open. We'll take a look and see what comes inside. All right, guys, we can see first thing inside the box is going to be the owner's manual here. We have the Sgile. I sure hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we have the logo up on top there stating what the vehicle is. This is a rock climber. The instruction manual looks pretty decent, guys. Heavy stock on this one, so it feels like decent quality. We do have several different languages, English being the first in line here. Pictures look pretty good from what I'm seeing so far, so it's going to give you all the basic information from going from box to dirt or box to pavement for the novice. Not too much really to learn on this, I don't think, but I think it's going to be a good starting point. So hang on to that, don't throw that out. The vehicle itself is going to be bound to the cardboard here, so let's go ahead and get this off of here. Guys, first thing we're going to find in the bottom of the box is going to be the owner's manual here. It's basic instruction manual in several different languages, kind of showing you how to do your assembly work, how to put your remote together, how to insert the batteries, how to get those charged up properly. Some basic operation instructions on here, and again in several different languages. I have not looked at this to see what the Chinese to English translation is like, but it looks to be pretty nicely laid out, and I don't think there's going to be much problem with it at all. There's good enough pictures on here, so hang on to that for sure. We are getting 2 batteries with this one, guys, so we're getting 2 700 milliamp per hour 4.8 volt NiCad cell batteries. Pretty standard with the connectors on here. These are the 2-pin kind of toy grade connectors, but it's nice that they included 2 of those. Figure on about 15 or 20 minutes, maybe a little less, for the play time with this vehicle. The charger that they're including is going to be pretty standard for a lot of the ones that we're seeing today. This is going to be a DC direct current 5 volt, so any kind of power brick you might have for a cell phone or even a portable power bank would work nicely for this. I wouldn't go any higher than 5 volts on here because you will burn this thing up and you could damage your battery as well. But the output on here is going to be 4.8 volts at 250 milliamp. So we're looking at probably right around 2.5 or so hours to fully charge the batteries up to capacity. Nice to see those. I like those. You guys already know how I feel about those. This has a pistol type of a remote here. It has no flat base on it, so it does not stand. So storing this is going to be, obviously you're going to have to lay it on its side to store it, but no big deal there. Now this steering wheel is going to be for it's going to be ambidextrous. This actual remote is, so you can put it on either the left side or right side depending on where your dominant hand is. Now we have an on and off switch on here with an LED indicator. You also have an auto demo on the top here. There's another button just underneath that, and I'm not quite sure what that one does yet, but we will find out what that is during testing. And let's go ahead and get the battery cover off of here. I will mention right now that they did not include a Phillips screwdriver for us to get the battery hatch open. You will have to supply that on your own. All right, guys, it looks like there's just a couple of screws that we have to remove to get at this hatch. And there's going to be one down here on the bottom and one right next to it on the bottom here, I believe. Well, maybe that one doesn't come out. I don't think that one does. No, that's actually holding the two halves together here. So just that one there. And this is going to require 2 AA batteries to power it up. Not included, obviously, in the kit. All right, guys, the car seems to be made pretty decently. We have harder compound rubber tires, so nothing really too supple on these tires, but seem to be made pretty decently. They're attached via Phillips screws on plastic rims here. We have an alloy body. So these plates on here, guys, these panels are going to be made of like metal of some sort. We have some writing up on top where it says Monster climbing car, joint 01 joint refit G, whatever that G and M. Not quite sure what that is. General Motors, perhaps, I don't think. Alloy and new, and then obviously the Monster climbing car on the side there. Articulation on this one is going to be pretty decent, guys, I think. Again, I'm not quite sure if we're dealing with a proportional steering or non-proportional. I'm going to guess non-proportional on this particular car. Battery hatches on the bottom here. Again, guys, we're dealing with a Phillips screw on here. So let's go ahead and get that popped open real quick here. We'll take a look at the battery hatch. We have a power switch as well here on and off right there, guys. I didn't only notice one servo on here, so this is going to be non-sequential steering. Yep, and we can see that there's plenty of room inside here for the battery. I'm going to go ahead and assume that there's some juice in this already. So let's go ahead and plug this in real quick and see if we've got any juice at all. And we can see on the front here, too, before we turn it back over, that we have a mechanical ways of setting the trim here for the steering. So obviously you would lever either left or right, depending on which way you want it to move the alignment of the wheels. It is already on. Yeah, we can see this is going to be all or nothing steering. We do not have the luxury of having any type of proportional steering on here, but that's okay. I'm not really too concerned about that. And forward and reverse. We do, however, have proportional throttle, which I think is good. So not too bad, guys. I think this will be a cool little car for the budding RC enthusiast, or something just to add to your collection. This is right around $23 or $24. I'll post a link, as I always do, as mentioned before, so you guys can check this one out. But I think it's pretty cool for the money, 24 bucks. You see some of these on Amazon or other places. They can go for $30, $35, even $40 with an alloy body like this. So I think with a little bit of tweaking, if you guys have the wherewithal to cut some of these links out of these shocks, I think the build quality on here is fine and very comparable to the WL Toys version of this, minus obviously the alloy body. But all in all, I think a pretty good deal for what it is, and time will tell if it does pan out, if it does work in the long run, and what the durability is like. And I do plan on getting this out onto a construction site very, very soon, and seeing if it has any climbing ability and what abilities it has and some things that may lack. Keeping in mind, again, guys, this is a $24 vehicle, but I think the build quality is very nice with the alloy body and everything that's included with it. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Stay tuned for the urban bash or urban run of this vehicle coming up real soon. Thank you all for stopping by the channel. So we'll see you all in the next one, and God bless the Republic.